All right, we are here to watch the speech of Miss Felisha Yekenchik, and we are
Samantha,
Chess, Allison.
All right, here we go.
Hi, my name is Felisha Yekenchik, and I'm here to do my persuasive speech on child abuse. Every day, horrific acts of child abuse are found in the news. Child abuse is everyone's problem. It is everyone's responsibility to stop this heinous crime against our children who cannot defend themselves. Child abuse is when a parent or caretaker acts in anger or way that will cause the child to have an injury. With a heart burden for child victims of abuse, I want to be able to share with you some information about child abuse. The number of children who are being abused daily is staggering. The National Children's Alliance website, which was last updated in June of 2012, reveals stunning statistics. This site stated that in 2010, there were some 695,000 innocent kids who became child abuse victims. In 47 states, 3.4 million kids were taken into custody by Child Protective Services, and more than 80% of children who have been abused were abused by either one or both parents of the child. The Child Help National Child Abuse Statistics website, last updated in 2012 as well, reports that every 10 seconds there is a child abuse case that is being reported. That is only the number reported. Over 5 children a day die due to child abuse, and around 80% of these children that die are younger than the age of 4. Having anger with your child is understandable, but nothing gives a parent the right to abuse the child in any way. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4, God says, "And fathers, don't stir anger in your children, but bring them out in the training and instruction of the Lord." Parents are charged with teaching their children what they did wrong and leading their children towards God. This will take the form of statistics, some child abuse cases, and what the Bible says about how child abuse is wrong. To emphasize the magnitude of the problem, pictures of small children who are abused will be shared. The National Child Traumatic Stress Network states on their website, which was last updated in 2009, that child abuse injuries can be shown by red marks, cuts, welts, bruises, muscle sprains, or broken bones, even if the injury was unintentional. Sometimes the physical abuse can go as far as causing death of the child. The United States has one of the highest rates for child abuse in the world. Children who are being abused and who do survive will more than likely end up in jail, get pregnant at a young age, or commit a crime. We as Americans need to stand up for these kids and try to protect them as best as we can. If you believe that you know a child that is being abused, it is imperative to act fast and not wait until it is the last minute and it is too late. CNN News reports Mallory Simon, Brad Linden, Jason Carroll, Jason Hanna, and Susan Candiotti in their October 9, 2012 blog titled "Jerry Sandusky Gets Sentenced of 30 to 60 Years for Child Sex Abuse" highlights an example of a child abuse case that received national attention. Jerry Sandusky was a former Penn State football coach who molested 10 innocent boys that he met 15 years ago. God values human life. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 through 27 affirms that, "Then God said, 'Let us make man in our own image, according to our likeness. They will rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, the animals, all the earth, and the creatures that crawl on earth.' So God created man in his own image. He created him in the image of God. He created them male and female." Since God values human life, he is angry when someone kills. The 10 Commandments made murder one of the affronts to God. Exodus chapter 20, verse 13 tells the Hebrew people, "Do not murder." In Mark chapter 9, verse 42, Jesus tells, "But whoever causes the downfall of one of these little ones who believe in me, it would be better for him if a heavy milestone were hung around his neck and he were thrown into the sea." There are many children who are dying today due to child abuse. These children are innocent and have done nothing wrong. It is so sad to see these children be treated the way they are getting treated today. No child should ever have to go through this. April has become the National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Every individual should be willing to help out these innocent children. One way to help out is to spread the word about the magnitude of child abuse acts. The community needs to be educated to understand the severity of the child abuse problem in this country. Americans can volunteer at an agency, Child Protective Services work many hours and can only take on so many cases. Volunteers can relieve protective services workers from paperwork to better monitor abusive situations. It needs to be standard procedure for an observer to report possible abuse cases either by calling the police or by calling the National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD. Monetary donations also go a long way to help save some of the children's lives and to try to make their lives a better one. If everyone is aware and involved, the number of child abuse situations could be greatly reduced. It is imperative for everyone to do their part in stopping the epidemic of abusing our most innocent and vulnerable population. You have the power to prevent child abuse. This is a graph that is shown from the National Child Abuse Statistics. This graph is depicting on how many children die every day from child abuse. Starting from down here, it starts off in 1998 with 3 children and ends up with 5 children or more in 2010. This is a pie chart, also from the National Child Abuse Statistics, of a breakdown of the types of child abuse. The 78.3% is the neglect, the 17.6% is physical abuse, 9.2% is sexual abuse, 8.1% is psychological maltreatment, 2.4% is medical neglect, and 10.3% is other. These are some cases of child abuse that have happened. This picture on the left is a picture of a little boy who is 22 months old and who ended up getting duct taped to the wall by his abusive mother. His mother only ended up spending 10 days in jail. The picture on the right is a picture of a little girl whose father taped her because she hit him, and he posted this picture on Facebook. This is a picture of a 9-year-old little boy who is autistic. He was beaten by police in his special needs classroom. As you can tell, he has bruising around his right eye. Please, if you know a child who is being abused, tell someone before it is too late. Like I said before, you can either call 911 or you can call the National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD. Let's make these children feel like they belong in this world and let them know how special they are. Thank you and have a great day.